another morning. Glad to be alive and glad to be back at it. We're grinding away today. A couple things that we're working on. The main thing we're working on today is getting ready for our trip into Cleveland, not Cleveland, Cincinnati tomorrow, to give a talk. We're going to spend time with the number of nonprofits out there, talking about being built to fund, how to prepare yourself for that, how to remain in that space despite all the challenges that are taking place in the funding world as well as in the nonprofit world. So super excited about that. One of the things that I think as a theme today to kind of talk about is the importance of understanding and learning your business and learning kind of the necessities of what it means to be successful in business and in your nonprofit. The principles are the same. The principles do not change. It is imperative for all of us to have that super focus on learning how to be good at what we do. One of the things I think I'll kind of like lead with when it comes to that is the idea of what it means to know how to sell in your business and how to generate interest in your business in a way that is, I think, beneficial to your business, whether it's a nonprofit, whether it's a for-profit. Being able to sell, knowing how to sell is critical. You may be asking, how do I sell in my nonprofit? And we don't sell anything. One, you do. You're in the sales business. You're in the business of helping people and changing lives. You're in the business of shifting someone's trajectory or perspective about life. You're in the business of helping somebody figure out how to move from one space of life to the next, and you are the gateway, you are the entryway to that, and you sell people by way of getting them interested in your program, in your services, in your products, in the information you have to offer, etc., etc. You are in the sales business, and because of that, you are constantly offering what you have to a customer who you hope will walk into your nonprofit, sit down, register, complete the process, and move on to success. Well, how is that sales? Well, you only get paid by the number of butts and seats, pairs of feet, eyeballs, pairs of hands, bodies in your program. That's how you collect the data. That's how you let your customer, your funder know, who actually pays for the service, that you are successful and that you are indeed worthy of investment. But when you don't have that type of a thought process about your program, you're missing the point. You're literally missing the point. And you got to realize that you are in the sales business. You are in the business of letting people know that they can come and participate in what you have to offer. You are also in the sales business on the other side. Again, the customers are free of charge. They do not pay for a service, but their presence, their attendance ends up paying for a service. Well, you also have to sell to a paying customer in the nonprofit industry. Well, who is that? That's your funder. Those are the folks who are paying for the service, who give you what the revenue called grants, right? You're competing for RFPs and contracts to perform a service to a particular customer, your customer, that's being paid for by another entity, your state, your city, your town, your U.S. government department, etc. You're constantly in the sales business. You sell through grants, right? So with that particular customer, you got to sell through grants, and you tell your story and you talk about what's being done and how you're doing it, and you sell the story, the data that goes into all of that. You're in the sales business. This is what you are here for. This is what you do. And if you're not aware that you are in the sales business, then you're kind of missing the point. You're missing the point of what matters most, right? You're missing the point that you are indeed communicating a message to a bunch of people that quite frankly need to hear your story. They need to hear your story. They need to hear what you got going on. They need to hear that there is success on the other side of this. They need to hear that they can have the impact and the affect and the effect in their lives that they desire, with some help and some support. You're constantly pitching that through your program, through your services. And even if you're in a for-profit business, whether you're in a pure for-profit business or you're a nonprofit with a for-profit business, same concept, same thing. You're offering a solution to your customers. It is important, it's imperative that you consider this. And so as I prepare to take off for this particular trip, I'm expecting great things. I'm already up. I'm already winning. I'm already thankful for what has taken place. And I didn't see the customer yet, right? There's so much that I'm thankful for that has taken place before I take off on that flight, and I've learned so much as a result of what I've been able to see with this customer. Continues to learn how to build new customer relationships, learning how to sell before and to sell a product before I get on site. Learned a better way to sell my books and my products. Learning how to position our services and our resources so that folks who are taking advantage of our resources, they can get what they need instantly, as opposed to piecemealing things to them. There's so much to learn in this business, so much to learn about yourself, so much to learn to improve what you have to offer. At the end of the day, folks, we are in the business of getting better. We're in the business of figuring out how to better serve our customers and how to be in a position that allows us to do what we do well. So continue to think broadly and deeply about this. Continue to explore what it means to serve your customers well. How do you do it? Because again, you're in the sales business. With that being said, be awesome today. Be great today. We'll see you on the flip side.